Hi friends, this is Arujun here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today the topic I am going to discuss about how we can configure the security levels in case of the Cisco ASA firewall. So there are three defined security levels in case of a Cisco ASA firewall. One is inside, outside and a DMZ zone. Okay. So by default inside will be assigned a security level of 100 because inside is always the most trusted zone, and outside by default it will be assigned a security level of 0 because it is less trusted, and in between we call it as a DMZ zone, what we call it as a demilitarized zone. So it can be an assigned a security level from 1 to 99. So in this architecture I am going to assign a 50. So in DMZ we can place all the mail and the web servers. Okay, so it's an additional layer of security, and it is also used to protect from hackers. And also, as per the rule, always traffic flows from the higher security zone to the lower security zone. So as per this architecture, the traffic can flow from inside to DMZ. Okay, inside is 100 and DMZ is 50. So it can flow from the inside to DMZ and from DMZ to outside and also from inside to DMZ. So these are the ways traffic flows, always from the higher security zone to the lower security zone by default. But in case if we want to allow from a lower security to the higher security, we have to explicitly configure an access list to allow the traffic. So these are the key points you have to keep it in mind while coming to the Cisco ASA firewall. So here in this architecture, to the Cisco ASA firewall, I connected three hosts. One is an inside host, that is PC1. PC2 will be configured in a DMZ host, and PC3 will be in a outside host. Okay, so this will be having the IP address 1.2. This 1.1 is the gateway, and for PC2 2.2 and 2.1 will be the gateway. This will be 3.2 and the gateway will be 3.1. So now let us go to the CLA of Cisco ASA firewall and let us configure these three interfaces and the corresponding security level. And after finishing this, I will show you how the traffic exactly flows from the higher security zone to a lower security zone. So now let us go to the configuration for a better understanding. So this is a Cisco ASA firewall. Okay, so now let us go ahead, go to the configuration mode. So interface gigabit 0 by 0, and we have to name the interface. Okay, so name IF. So this is the inside interface. This is an inside interface, gigabit 0 by 0 inside. So automatically you'll see here it will assign a security level of 100. That's the thing I told. By default inside will be assigned a security level of 100 since it is the most trusted zone. Okay, so now let us go ahead and assign an IP address. So the IP address will be 1.1. So 192.168.1.1, 255.255.255.0, and let us do a no shut. Okay, after that let us go ahead and configure the DMZ zone. Okay, DMZ zone interface is gigabit 0 by 1 and the IP will be 2.1. So go to the configuration mode, interface gigabit 0 by 1, and the security level I am going to configure as DMZ. Okay, sorry, it is a name IF interface. Name interface is DMZ, and you're automatically assigned the security zone of 0. But here I'm going to assign the security level of 50. Okay, so change the security level to 50, and now let us assign the IP address. IP address is 2.1. Okay, so IP address 192.168.2.1, 255.255.255.0, and let us do a no shell. So after doing this, the third interface is outside. I'm going to configure this outside interface, that is gigabit 2, and the IP address is 3.1. Okay, so go to the configuration mode, interface gigabit 0 by 2, and the name IF will be, that's name of is nothing but naming the interface name, that is I'm naming as outside. So automatically it is taking a security level of 0. Okay, so this is by default it's 100 and this is 0. Okay, and now let us assign the IP address. So the IP address is 3.1, 192.168.3.1, 255.255.255.0, and let us do a no shut. So now let us view the running configuration. So there are three interfaces, right? One is gigabit 0, security level of 100, inside interface, and the IP is 1.1 as per the architecture, and gigabit 1 is 2.1, right? So gigabit 1 is 2.1 and the security level of 50, and it is placed in the DMZ zone. And the third interface, gigabit 2, that is 3.1, which is an outside interface. So these are things I have configured. So now it is attached to the three different hosts which are placed in three different zones called inside, DMZ, and the outside zone. So let us go to, so now we have successfully configured the security level of all these three in the zones interfaces, right? So now let us do a ping check from the corresponding higher to the lower security zone. So now we can have to check the scenario how the traffic flows from the higher to lower security zone. Before that, let us configure the PC1, PC2 and PC3. So let us go to PC1. So this is the way I configured. IP is 1.2 and let us configure the gateway, right? So IP 192.168.1.2 slash 24 and the gateway will be 1.1, 192.168.1.1. Okay. So now let us do a show command. So it is 1.1. Let us do a ping 192.168.1.1. I am able to reach. Now let us check the PC2. So PC2 show command 2.2. Okay, this interface is 2.2 and the gateway is 2.1. This DMZ zone. Okay, and similar way let us go to PC3. Do a show 3. This I configured is 3.2 and the interface IP is 3.1. This is a gateway. Okay. So now how we can check this? Now we can check the traffic flow from the higher to security. So what I'm going to do exactly is I'm going to ping from inside to DMZ, that is higher to lower security zone, and also from DMZ to outside. And the third scenario is from inside to DMZ. So these three scenarios we'll check. How we can check is by doing a direct ping from PC1 to PC2 and PC2 to PC3 DMZ to outside, and also from inside to DMZ. These are the scenarios I'm going to check. Okay, to check the exact traffic flow. So go to PC1. This is a PC1, and now let us ping from to DMZ zone, that is 2.2. Okay, so ping 192.168.2.2. So I'm able to reach from PC1 to PC2. This is PC1 to PC2 zone, and now let us check from PC1 inside to outside zone. This is having higher security and a lower security, so traffic will flow from inside to outside also. Okay, so 1.2 directly ping 3.2. Okay, so I'm able to reach. Okay, traffic already flows from the inside to DMZ and inside to outside. Okay, now the third scenario, let us check from DMZ to outside. That means from PC2 let us ping 3.2. This is a PC2 ping 192.168.3 3.2. So I'm able to reach. So as per Cisco ASA firewall, we are able to reach from inside to DMZ, DMZ to outside, and also from inside to DMZ. So but it cannot ping from the lower to the higher security, because by default always traffic flows from the higher to the lower, but not from the lower to the higher. So in case if we want to allow from a lower to the higher security zone, we have to explicitly configure an access list. So let us now ping from the outside to the inside zone. Okay, outside is 3.2. Let us do a ping to 1.2. So 192.168.1.2. So you can't ping because we have to explicitly configure an access list. Okay. So this is the way we can configure the security level in Cisco ASA firewall, and also we already seen how the traffic flows from the higher to the lower security zone by doing a ping from the corresponding host. So in the coming video, I will show you how we can configure the access list explicitly to allow traffic from the lower to the higher security zone. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.